Happy Wednesday, everybody. I am back from my Iowa trip, and it is time to go to some thrift. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I am back from my Iowa trip. It was a lot of fun up there. I haven't been to a thrift store in 2 weeks, so let's go ahead and get into this. All finished up at the Goodwill store and the thrift stores. Let me go ahead and show you what I picked up. The first thing I picked up at one of the thrift stores is the original Splinter of the Mind's Eye hardback novel. Now this was it's a book club edition, but it's from 1978, so it's the first printing, which, you know, this is actually Star Wars. This is what this is based on. It's a Alan Dean Foster novel, but this will go for $50 to $100. The last 2 or 3 that sold for around $90, so that's not bad for $1. The next thing I picked up was this Batman, if you could see it. It's a Batman Japanese logo on the front, and this I picked up for $2.99, and the comps on this are $15 to $20 on eBay. On Mercari, there is one size large that sold for 12 bucks, or no, sorry, size small that sold for 12 bucks. With this being a size large, I should get 15, maybe 17 bucks out of it. And I also grabbed a couple of novels and a Trigun Maximum Volume 2 manga. This is listed and sold for 15. There's a couple that sold for 16, and brand new sold for 20. So I should get about at least $15 off of this, and this was only 49 cents. The next thing I picked up was this Musashi Volume 5 novel. Now I've got Volume 1 and Volume 2 on eBay for sale. And there's been some watchers, but what I might do is I might take it down and then add this book to it and then sell it. I think I have it listed for 15, so I might be able to sell this for like 18 $20, all 3 of them lotted up. This was also 49 cents for this one. And the last thing I grabbed from that thrift store was this Twist-A-Plot Volume 5. Now this sold on eBay for, I believe it was $6. If you can get the whole set, it sells for a decent amount of money, but I was only able to find this one, and I've got a bunch of other like not twist-to-plot type books, but choose your own adventure type of books that I haven't completed the whole sets. So what I might do is just put them all together and sell them for like 40 bucks. And like I said, those were only 49 cents. They had a sale on books today. Everything was half off, which wasn't bad at all. And at Goodwill, I grabbed 2 shirts. The first shirt I got was this Gwar shirt. I think it's a Gildan. Yeah, it's a Gildan shirt, or Gildan, whichever way you want to call it. But that was $2.99. And I did comps on it, and the comps are kind of like all over the place. One of the comps had it for like 55 bucks, and it said it was from the early 2000s. Another comp was $17.99 that sold. So somewhere in there, I'll sell it on eBay. I'm gonna try to list it for like 30, 35. We'll see what we can get. But I also will list it on Mercari, and apparently I can't talk today. Anyway, I'm gonna list it on Mercari and see what I can get on there for it. And the last thing that I did pick up today was this, and I think this is a size large too. Yeah, it's a Funimation shirt. It's My Hero Academia. It's a blue shirt, and that was $2.99, and that will probably sell for 14 or 15 bucks. So I'll probably make like a $10 profit off of that when it's all said and done. There wasn't really too much else in the stores. The one store that I did go to where I got the books half off, they have like a little collectibles section. Overpriced, super overpriced, and there was a few things in there that I saw, but I was like, I'm not paying that much for it. There's no way. Other than that, there was a couple. There was actually a Jersey Shore 2010 t-shirt, but I hated Jersey Shore the first time around, and I don't even want to mess, not even to make a profit off of that garbage that was on TV. So that's pretty much it. But that's it for today. We'll see you later. Happy Thursday, everybody. I just dropped some stuff off at the post office. Yesterday, I started my first day back from our Iowa trip, found some cool stuff. Today, I found one item at this one thrift store, but I'm going in this other thrift store right now. And if I find stuff, I'll show you that. If not, I'll definitely show you what I found in this other package, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in this thrift store. Okay, I'm done thrifting, and this Goodwill did not disappoint today. Usually when I go to this Goodwill, there's probably maybe 10, 15 toys, if that. But today, actually yesterday, they started stepping up the toys, a lot more toys on the shelves. So today I found some good stuff. Let me show you. The first item I found was this Fisher-Price 1987. I guess it's a toucan. And I am not sure what it is because my phone died when I came out of there. So I've got to look this up when I get home. Hopefully it's worth a pretty good amount of money. I don't know, like the older Fisher-Price toys sell, just like I've sold some in the past, for $50 to $100. So let's hope that I hit gold on this one. The next thing I picked up was this, and I want to say Ben 10. I'm not sure, and it's some kind of figure. But there are some Ben 10 figures that sell for good money, so I'm hoping that this one sells for some good money. The next item I picked up was, and keep your eye out for these because these are bolos and some of them sell really well. This is a Squishmallow, and Squishmallows do sell. So I don't know how old this one is or what it's worth, but I'm hoping that it sells for good money. That one was this one was $1.99. And the last two items I found from in this Goodwill are, I have to pick this whole bag up. This whole bag is full of nothing but Ghostbusters and a few Dragon Ball Z toys and a bunch of other miscellaneous. Looks like some John Deere toys. So I might just cut them John Deere toys out of this whole thing and send them to my nephew because he loves John Deere stuff. Well, he loves tractors in general, so that he'll probably love those. But yeah, there's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And there's all kinds of crazy stuff in this bag. I always like getting these type of bags because you don't know what you're going to get in there. And, you know, a lot of times you find gold in these bags. And something so small is worth a lot of money. Which brings up the next thing I got was this Beyblade. It's called Beyblade Burst. I don't really care about the arena, but what's inside these bags here, there's a ton of little Beyblade, I guess, character spinners, whatever you want to call them. And I am not sure what they're used for or what they are, but in the past I sold some Beyblade stuff that went for a lot of money. I think I picked it up for like 10 bucks and I sold it for over $100. Just all kinds of crazy stuff these things come with, or just little tiny, yeah, I think you put like a little zip thing in there and they spin around. I'm not too sure about it, but anyway, here's one right here. There's a bunch of them in this bag. One of these alone, if it's the right ones, one of these alone goes for like 15 or 20 bucks. I tried comping them before I left the store, and it was hard to see what was in the bag. That actually fell out of the bag before I left. I'm glad I grabbed it because it could be one's worth of money. But when I did grab it, or not grabbed it, when I comped it, a lot of them were, you know, 10, 15, 20, $25 alone just for that. So this was $3.99. And one of those will pay for this whole thing that I bought, because I ended up paying $17 for everything in there, which wasn't bad considering some of that stuff in there. Like I said, one of those alone will cover this whole cost. And the bag has probably 15 to 20 of them in there. And I don't even know about that little pink toucan, how much that would go for. So, but that was it for that store. This other store that I went to, and this is a first for me because I've never seen this. I picked up this shirt. And I always I learn from pretty much myself that any of these ugly type of shirts, always look at them, because for some reason, 90% of the time, they're Hawaiian shirts and they will go for good money if it's the right brand. Now, stuff like Foundry and a couple of these other brands that are just average brands might fetch you $5, $6, not worth it. Especially if you're paying $2.99. But Paradise Found shirts, I've sold those in the past. They sell for good money. Matter of fact, I just sold one recently for $25. This is called Outragedom Inc. Tokyo, The Guilty Parties. So there's the label right there. Now, when I looked this shirt up, they didn't have anything on this shirt, which is good. But they did have a bunch of shirts from this company. These shirts went from $60 on the low end, and those weren't even like these type of Hawaiian polo shirts, to $650. So I was like, wow. I don't know what I have there. I've got to look it up. I've got to do some research, but it's definitely worth no less than 60 bucks. And I think I paid $2.99 for it. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but that shirt alone, I might be able to make $400 or $500 bucks off of it, or take a best offer of 200. I don't know, but that's going to make me some good money right there. So keep your eye out for any type of those shirts. Once I do the research and everything, eBay's probably where it's going to go. I didn't see anything on Mercari, and I'll check Poshmark when my phone charges, see if there's anything on there. I did see some on Grailed, and some of those on Grailed went for $90 to $150. Like I said, it was none of those either. It was just the regular shirt, like a regular t-shirt. So I don't know if this is a higher end shirt or what. Like I said, I've never seen this before. So of course Supreme, the brand Supreme, is definitely a higher end shirt, and you've got to watch out for those type of shirts because a lot of those get bootlegged really good. But these type of shirts, I don't know. I don't know if they bootleg them, but this looks legit. Every label that I looked at looked exactly like this label. The only thing that's missing from this is the size, but I found it in a size large area of the store with all the other shirts, so I'm just going to list it as large. And I guess it's men's. It looks like a men's. I mean, it could be a woman's, but I'm just going to go with it's a men's large shirt. I'll check the size, I'll put the dimensions down, and we'll see what we get for it. So hopefully I get a lot of money for it. Days like this, I love finding stuff. This is why I do this job. This is why I have this type of business, because I love finding stuff like this where I can turn it and make you know, a super huge profit on it. So that's why I'm doing it. But anyway, that's it for today. We'll see you later. Happy Friday, everybody. I am off to another box bin yard sale today. I did get a sneak peek last night online, and there's a lot of vintage stuff there today, so I'm very happy about this one. Hopefully I can get the items that I saw there. There was a few things that I saw that hopefully I pick up cheap and sell for like 30, 40 bucks. We'll see. And let's go ahead and get into this. I am back from that box bin yard sale, and it didn't disappoint. I'll tell you what I got, show you what I got, and like I always do, I'll tell you at the end of the after showing you everything, what I paid for it. So let's go ahead and get into this. The first thing I grabbed, and it was really nice because today, for once, I felt almost like a kid in a candy store because they had so much vintage stuff there, and it was nice seeing a lot of this stuff. They had some vintage Hot Wheels stuff, but the box was all tore up, and I didn't want to pay for it, and nothing in there would be complete, and I wouldn't make any money off of it. They had some Aurora tracks for the old slot cars, the little slot cars, in a box, and I was looking at that, and I was looking at it, and just pieces of the track was kind of broken, so I was like, nah. But they did have a lot of other stuff, but like I said, let me go ahead and show you. The first thing I got was this Empire Yo-Yo ball. Now this is still in the package, and when I comped it on eBay, it sold for $39. So I will probably sell this for $35. There's a lot of these things in here I need to clean up a little bit, just because they've probably been sitting in somebody's garage or attic or wherever they got it at for a while. The next thing I got was this vintage 60s Gaylord Gator from Avon. I thought that was pretty cool. And that sells, it's kind of all over the place with the comps. So there you go. The comps on this thing is anywhere from $5 to $15. So I'll probably just put it midway at 10. But I think it's a pretty neat little soap dish holder. And the next thing that I grabbed was, now this is the main reason I went there, because I wanted to get this thing. And a lot of you people who are about my age probably remember these. You fill them up with water, and you basically have to get the basketball into the hoop. And these are made by Tomy. Tomy made a lot of these toys. They made a lot of other toys, but it's a Japanese company. And this sold on eBay. Like I said, I've got to clean it up. This sold on eBay anywhere from 14 to 25. Some sold for 30. I'm probably going to put this on and lot it up with the next thing I'm going to show you, which is this right here. There was no comps for this, but this is definitely old Tommy. Another one of those water games where this one you actually have to get the fish inside the hoop. So I'm assuming the top, you probably take the top off, I guess. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'd have to look it up, but I would assume this is where, yeah, this is where you would take the top off, and then you would fill it up with water, and then it's got a seal in there, and the kids would, you know, have fun trying to get the little things we used to play with as kids to make it through the day, unlike today's kids who are on their phone 24/7. But anyway, yeah, so that's those two together. I might line up some for 50 bucks. We'll see. And then the next thing I got, there's a few things in here. There's a little bendy, and I think that is from, I want to say Rocky and Bullwinkle, but I might be wrong. I'm not sure. But there's that little guy right there. And then there is a few other things kind of along them lines. Here's a little Casper. Now, I don't know if this is a pencil holder. That's awful darn big pencil. It might be something else. Maybe it's like a finger puppet. I'm not sure. And there's another one right here, this little guy. And these look kind of old. They might be from the 60s, 70s, or possibly 80s. I'm not sure. So I'll probably look them up and see what I can get for them. And this was the other reason why I went there, was to grab this old Cynotex remote control car. It does have the remote, and here's the car. And this this little model right here I saw on eBay going for 15 bucks. So I'll clean it up real nice and probably get maybe 10, 15 bucks out of it. The other thing I grabbed wasn't super crazy, but this was out in the quarter bin, and it's brand new. So I'll try to put that on there. I don't know if it's vintage or not. I'll have to look it up. I'll throw that on there. And the last few things I did grab, well, here's another thing I grabbed too from the quarter bin. It's a Matchbox Eraser. I'm not sure if this is vintage or not. I'll have to look that up too. So it was nothing crazy, but I figured I'd go ahead and buy it anyway for a quarter. And this, I'm always on the hunt for Halloween related stuff. This right here, giant Stuff-A-Pumpkin. Now this looks vintage, and this is probably just going to go into my personal collection because I do collect a lot of vintage Halloween related stuff. So that was a quarter. Now the last few things kind of all go together, and it's this General Mills made some zip cars, and basically you put the zip through there and it spins and it drives, or rides I should say, across the ground. Kind of like the old Evel Knievel bike in Evel Knievel character. So there was this one. There was this one, which I'm kind of disappointed. I should have looked at it before I picked it up. It spins, but it's missing a wheel right here on the side. But it does have the wheel here, and here's the bottom of it, like I said. And it makes that really cool noise. So this might be from the 70s or 60s. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look that up. And the other one that was in there was, hey, where'd you go? This one. Now this one also looks like it's missing stuff, but this is not the same brand. This is not General Mills. I don't know. And General Mills is known for making cereal, which is kind of interesting that Corvette was a General Mills product. This one looks like it's missing some pieces, maybe the top. I'm not sure. I'd have to look this up. Like I said, I might just put them all together and lot them as, sorry, a bug flew by. I might put them all together and lot them as one lot for like 50 bucks, because that vet alone sold for like 40, 45 bucks. And oh, I did pick this up too, out in the little bin. So I don't know how much it's worth, but I figured I'd pick it up. But once I lot all those up, like I said, I should make some really good money off of these, especially this thing right here. I did also get some bubble wrap for myself, so that was only $1. But my grand total today for everything was $10. I thought that was awesome because there's a lot of stuff in there that's going to make, a few of those things alone will make me more than $10. I'm gonna put it probably about 125, 150 bucks I'm gonna make off of this today once I get everything cleaned up. So it was a good day there. Had a great time talking to some of the people there. There's always a bunch of us standing in line and chat about what's there and all. And I'm glad some of the people got what they wanted. I'm glad I got what I wanted. So overall, everybody won this morning. I'm hoping they're having another one tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to go to it or not. We'll see. If we do, I'll take you with me. But that's it for today. We'll see you later. I am back again on a Wednesday. I was supposed to be going to Crazy Cowboys. Completely forgot about a doctor's appointment for my daughter in Pensacola. So we came down here. Afterwards, we were going to go to Crazy Cowboys, which is usually open, but we pulled up and there was a sign that said, closing at 2 o'clock. See you Friday. I was like, oh well. So anyway, there is a Goodwill Bin Store down here. I've been to all the Goodwills around here. There's like 4 or 5 different ones within like half an hour of each other. And this one down here is unique because it's actually a bin store. It's not one of the regular Goodwill stores like you see. They actually have blue bins, and they also have bins along the side of the wall that they fill up, and I guess maybe every couple hours they change them out, if that. I've been there twice and it's a lot of fun. It's a different experience. I'm taking my daughter now so she can experience how it is. So let's go ahead and get into this. I am finished up in that Goodwill bin, and it was totally different. The last time I went there, they had probably like bins in a row here, and bins in a row, a third row. And then on the side wall, it was nothing but smaller bins, just all the way covered down the wall, top, middle, and bottom. But this time it was just 3 rows of bins, big blue bins, and really wasn't much in them. But the stuff I did find will sell for decent money, if not better money. Let me go ahead and grab some of this stuff and show you. The first thing I picked up was, now at the store, the Goodwill bins, they go by pounds. They don't price by like, let's say this is $3, $10, whatever. They actually weigh everything. So I'll tell you what my total was after I show you everything I got. But the first thing I got was this called Sodanka boots. And I gotta comp them. These look almost brand new. I don't know if they're dancing, like warm-up boots or what for women. And like I said, I'll take a look and see how much they go for. But they look just about brand new. The second thing that I grabbed was this shirt, and I'm not too sure about what this is or where it is, but it's I Beat the Money Back Haunt. It says on the back, Frightmare Manor Elite, and then it has the website. So, and here is the front of it. True terror exists here. So I'm not sure. I think it's Gildan. Yeah, it's Gildan shirt, so I'm not sure where that's from, but I'll look it up and comp it and see what we get for it. The next item I got was, these two are the ones that should go for good money. These are some Nikes. The only problem with these are they have like a little tear right there. But I've got to clean them up. The soles obviously need cleaning up, but they look almost, I mean, on the top and everything, the insides and all almost look brand new. In really good shape. Now I comped these, and the comps were like, for a pair of new ones, $55, but those were size 6. I believe these are size 10 or 11. So I might go ahead and try to sell these for, I'll start at 60 bucks and see what happens, and then work my way down. But the one I was really excited about was this pair right here. If I can get the other one out. Now I've got to clean it up. The soles on these are like really good. They're not in bad shape at all. And I believe these are, I guess they're wrestling shoes. I'm not sure. Either that or, I don't know if, not wrestling shoes. I'm sorry. These are like workout shoes, like, I guess for the gym or whatever. So who knows? I guess it's kind of like a cross training type shoe, but here's the tops of them. So the tops of them need a little bit of work, but the sides are still in decent shape. I'll clean these up nice and good. Get them all cleaned up with that that stuff that I had, the sponge. And I comped these. Now these, the size 11s were going for like $225 down. And I believe these might be like size 9 or size 8. I don't know. I had to actually get my daughter to look at the numbers for me because I didn't bring my reading glasses with me to see the numbers. But I'm going to say I'm going to list them starting out at maybe 100 and see what I get. I mean, I probably won't get as much as the other ones just because the other size, just because it's a bigger size. So I'm thinking that's 8, maybe a 9 size, but I'll list them at 100, see what I can get for them. Go from there. If they don't sell, I'll just drop them down to 80 or 70. But everything I bought today, including, I also got this too, this old Golden Sound Story Batman book. It's in okay shape, so, but it needs batteries because none of these things work on here. And this was going for like 12 bucks, but the only thing wrong with it is like the inside cover, I should say, has writing on it and everything, not on there but inside there. So I don't know, we'll see. I might just chalk that one up and sell it at a flea market or something. But the grand total for all this stuff today was 12 bucks. That included my daughter wanted some books. Like I said, it's all weighed by pounds, so instead of going to like a regular Goodwill store and finding these for 10 or 15 bucks, going to the bins actually makes that pretty good. When I got there, there was actually a lady in there who had purchased, she got some sweet Nikes, and I don't know how much they were worth, but those looked like they were expensive to resell. So, but she might have got them. I mean, not everybody there is a resell, so people are there to buy shoes, to have shoes. And you know, I'm happy if they bought them for themselves. That's awesome. But like I said, I resell, so I was glad to pick these up. And I had to laugh because there was a woman there with a shopping cart full, topped off. I mean, the cart top was here and it was up this high up, nothing but shoes all the way up. And I got there kind of late, so I don't know what they had, and I don't know how often they change the bins, because usually, like when I went there before, what they did was they bring everything out, maybe an hour later they switch out the bins and throw everything in one bin, condense it, and then go get another bin. But today we were there for like 40 minutes, they didn't do anything, so I might have just caught them in between, and my daughter was kind of getting antsy, wanting to go home. So I was glad to get these. And I did see a pair of Crocs, but they were in bad shape, and I did not want to try to clean those up. So, and the bottoms, the soles were all kind of worn out. But keep your eyes on Crocs too, because some of those Crocs do sell for decent money if you can get them for $1 or $2. But I'm happy with what I got, and I can't wait to actually get home and get them cleaned up and sell them. But that's it for today. We'll see you later.
Let's go over some items that sold on both Mercari and eBay this week. The first item that sold was his Beyblade lot of 20 spinners plus accessories. I believe I picked this up at Goodwill for $6 and sold it for $52. So I made about probably about a $43, $44 profit off of this. Next up is this little head, big body, ugly looking teddy bear that I sold for $24.97. I believe I picked it up for $2 or $3, if that, at a thrift store. So I made about probably an $18 profit on this thing. This was my hot seller of the week. These Nike Romaleos were actually part of a bunch of items I bought at a box bin thrift store, or actually Goodwill box bin store, where they weighed everything versus when you go to a regular thrift store and it's all individually priced. I believe I paid $12 for everything I purchased that day, so these shoes were probably no more than $1 in that lot. And I made $73 on it, like I said, so it's probably about a $67 profit. This next item was actually a band card. It was a Japanese Koga's Ninja Trick from the Trainer Gym 2 Challenge set. And I continue to sell Japanese and American Pokemon cards. And the sets I do have are kind of dwindling down, so the next couple of months might be the last of the ones I had. But anyway, I made some good money off of them. And this one sold for $17. This 1970 Scorpion pull cord General Mills toy was part of that lot that I got at a box bin yard sale, I think for $1 for all three of them. And this one was incomplete. One side of it was actually like silver, while the rest of it was painted blue. So it was kind of not scuffed up, but the paint was gone, and there was a wheel missing in the back. But regardless, it sold for $19.99. I purchased this Royal Creations men's 3X Hawaiian blue shirt for $3.99 at a Goodwill. I ended up selling it within a week for $24, so I probably made about an $18 profit off of this thing. Over on Mercari, I continue to sell Otani rookie cards. This 2017 Topps Chrome rookie card was bought in a pack. I believe I paid $5 or $6 for it, and I had it listed for $65, and someone came in with a $52 offer, and I sold it. This is all pure profit. I picked up this Gwar t-shirt at a thrift store for $3. I had listed it on eBay and Mercari, and someone had bought it before any interest on eBay for $22. The next item I sold was actually a lot of a couple items. One of the items in the lot was an Ecto 1 with Slimer toy, and the other was a Disney Minnie Mouse stuffed animal. I believe I picked her up for $2 at a thrift store, and I actually picked up the Ecto 1 at a Goodwill store for, the whole bag was $6, so it was probably $1 if you want to break down everything that was in there. And anyway, it sold for $30 for the lot. And the last item I sold this week on Mercari was this Pokemon vending card lot. It was 4 cards for $36. I had purchased them years ago. You basically pulled these cards off a vending sheet, and some of them are worth more than others. I still might have about 15 left that are up for sale, but they continue to sell. And like I said, this is all pure profit because I had purchased them years ago. Well, another episode in the books. It was fun going to those Goodwill bins versus going to the regular Goodwill stores, and I even took my daughter with me so she would see how it is, because she's used to going to the regular Goodwill stores. So she had a good time. She was kind of confused about what all the blue bins were about, and I told her, just look around, look through the bins, and if you see anything, just let me know. But I did find those shoes and a couple other pairs of shoes. Like I said, I sold those wrestling shoes, the Romaleos, for $73. And I have another pair listed on eBay at this moment with some watchers, so we'll see if those sell. But I can't wait to show you what's sold next week, because this is probably one of my second or third highest week in sales, and I should have this video up. It's in the books right now. I just got to edit it a little bit more, take a few things out, but 99.9% of it's done, and I should have it ready by Friday, so we'll see. Hopefully. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.